started watching, or nearly finished, My Hero Academia Season 2 now.
Oh, nice. Only the second season.
Yeah, it's taking time to go through because, like, some of the episodes are maybe not so suitable, so I have to watch them in advance and make sure I know the bits to skip or.
Distract him. Like, look over there. Hey people, welcome to another fine episode. Who's that anime with your host, Stephen Collin. We're hosting this show about anime. Well, we say it's about
Still,
anime. You're still
still
here,
doing it.
still doing it. Or, well,
Anime's still here.
it is still here. I don't think it's going to go away.
No, you're probably right.
And we're just talking about My Hero Academia. And,
Yeah,
and how the character is a pervert in the
off-topic
show.
anime.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a trope. It's certainly a trope. It's an old man, dirty old man.
No, no, he's like a dirty young kid.
Yeah, see, the dirty old man thing has been kind of phased out of the anime.
Yeah, after what's his name, Roshi from DBZ. That's my
Oh
kind of
yeah,
experience of that.
and then Ramen one half.
Oh shit, I'd forgotten. I haven't watched a lot of that, but yeah, I know what you mean.
There's the pervy old grand master of the martial arts, and yeah, he goes around stealing underwear, and no one likes him. Um,
Man, that
and
must have been heavily edited before it was shown on Fox Kids at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
maybe, yeah. I wonder what he was stealing.
Between that and what was it, Tenchi Muyo, must have
Hmm.
also been pretty heavily edited.
Little guy in that was pretty pervy too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was. What was it? Tenchi Universe was after Tenchi Muyo.
yeah, Tenchi Muyo was like the first one, and then Tenchi Universe was one, and it introduced a blonde bimbo kite character. He
I
wasn't
never
very
watched
bright.
any of Tenchi Universe. I only ever watched Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, and then there was another one. I think. Oh, what was it? Unless Tenchi Universe was that other one, but there was another one where it was basically some demon person was trying to fall in love with Tenchi and take away the others to weaken them or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and then there's another where it's set in space, where it's not the Tenchi that you know, but like a younger Tenchi, and he gets taken into space.
Space Tenchi.
Yeah, space Tenchi. And I think there was another one after that. It's
Well, we are not here to talk about Tenchi. We are here to talk about Chainsaw Man.
yeah, or all the other ones that we just talked about.
Or any of those other ones, yeah.
Yeah, so this falls into the trope because last episode was essentially the guy Denji,
Denji, yeah.
yeah, has decided that his goal in life is to squeeze from breasts,
Yep.
and
Yep. He's super into that.
he's real super into that. And then Power has essentially played him a fool and took him to go and get eaten by a bat demon, and the bat demon didn't like his
Yeah.
blood because it's foul,
No.
and went on a rampage. And then he was like, "Hell no, not my watch," and sliced him up good.
Yep. And of course, the Bat Devil uh,
Power.
had eaten Power and eaten Meowie, who is Power's cat, which is the sort of the root cause of all of this kerfuffle in the first place. So at the end of the last episode, where the Bat Devil is lying in pieces and eviscerated, but we're not sure what the status of Power or Meowie are. This episode kicks off with flashbacks of Power beheading and eating different animals or drinking their blood.
Mm. Yeah, he certainly like decapitated a bear and used its body as a blood bowl. And I'm not
Yeah,
talking about
a
the game.
bird, a bear, a cow, just animals in general.
Oh yeah, she did have a bird at the start. Yeah. And then the cat was kind of there, and then she got the demon, and then she ran and went, "Oh, you know what? I like blood because it's nice and warm."
Yep,
And yep. So
what a
then,
revelation.
yep. uh, and then was it? Is she getting eaten by the demon, and she kind of wakes up? Because there's like a wee bit where she
Yeah,
falls asleep and then wakes up.
yeah. I think I can't remember if she falls asleep and then it hits the credits and then we come back and she wakes up inside the intestinal mass of what remains of the Bat Devil, along with Meowie, who's in a cage still.
Oh no, no, it's all before the credits.
Is that all before the credits?
Yeah, and he wakes up next to Denji, and she says, "Why did you save me?" And Denji just like shyly points at her breast,
And
and
just
she
does the kind of squeezy squeezy motion.
squeezy squeezy motion, and then
Yeah.
and then she's like, "That's pathetic."
Yep. But it's his goal in life, so
Yeah, and then she's just like, "All right, you saved me. You can do it." And then he goes, "Yay!" And his arm gets chopped off mysteriously.
his arm just disappears.
Yeah. Well, it didn't disappear. It just kind of gets chopped in
Yeah.
half. And
It's it's quite something.
yeah, and I think it cuts at that point. And
Maybe
then
right.
anyway, he ends up fighting a big worm thing.
It's a leech devil
Yeah, it was.
who is the main squeeze of the Bat Devil, apparently, because their goal was to eat all the humans.
Yeah, it was a noble goal, but a foolish one.
Yes, yes. And of course, the Leech Devil is a bit upset about what happened to the Bat Devil, so they're going to take that out on Denji,
Oh,
who is now stood there with one arm.
yeah, yeah. Uh, aye. So he takes the arm, and she says, "Oh, actually, you know what? I can forgive you. You're a cutie." And
Yep.
then, what about the rest of them? And she went, "No, I'm going to eat them." And he's like, "All right." And then he gets wee stubby.
He pulls his chainsaw cord, and the chainsaw sort of comes out his face, but just kind of stops. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh, this is awkward.
not
So it
enough
must
blood.
be, yeah, it must be running out of blood. Shit. I think he like says to her, it's like, hey, can you move? And she's like, nope, can't lift a finger. And he's like, oh well,
Yeah,
time to do something about it, I guess.
yeah. I think that was before all that.
Is it?
Because I think that was like when they were getting threatened. But yeah. Anyway, so he goes up and starts fighting the big uh leech
The big
demon.
leech devil.
Yeah, it had like 6 breasts on it. You could have fondled
Yeah,
a lot of breasts.
yeah.
Um,
But he, even though he's not like full devil at this point, he is still kicking some ass, even though he's been beaten about the face as well.
mhm. Yeah, he's
He's def he's definitely inflicting some damage. One of my personal favorite parts is where he's like, here's a good idea. I'm going to grab the intestines of the Bat Devil, and I'm going to tie up the legs of this Leech Devil.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it
It's
was
pretty good.
yeah. I think that's after a bit. So he goes and has a fight, and she's like, "Yeah, you're cute, but you know what? I'm gonna have to kill you because you're just
Yeah.
not into it. And then he she states her dream of eating all humanity with the bat.
Yep.
And he states his, and she goes, "That's ridiculous."
Yes.
And then he just goes mental. It's like, quit squishing my shitty dreams.
How dare you?
How do you? Yeah, this is my dream, not yours. You
My,
can,
my dreams are awesome.
yeah, you can
Uh,
I'll go to hell, and he kind of does it, and then ties up the legs, and gives it a good left hook to the worm face demon. And then he starts running along like the limbs or
yep.
uh, the bits of the devil, and you think he's going to get in there with his like wee stubby chainsaw.
Can we talk about the way the camera's set up? Because he just runs like face first into what you're thinking is like, oh, he's just going straight into that thing's head with his face.
Yeah,
And the camera pans. The camera is sort of stationary so that you can only see his lower half, and he just runs full pelt and stops, and you're like, oh, has he just like human darted his head
yeah,
right into the head of this leech devil?
with a lot of blood falling from it. Well,
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit, he's done it. And then of course the camera perspective changes. Like, no, that leech devil has put its tongue right through Denji's torso.
yeah,
He's basically now impaled, which is
yeah,
rough.
yeah. He got whipped around the face quite a bit as well,
He sure did.
and I think there was a point in it where he kind of goes mental, like he literally loses control,
Yeah.
and Power goes, "Oh, he's gone something," and he's like, "Oh, he's quite tough. He's actually quite ferocious, and all he wanted to do was squeeze my breast."
Yep. She feels sort of guilty for making fun of him a little bit.
Or something like that, yeah.
And for that moment, almost seems quite impressed by him.
Yeah. And then so anyway, he's impaled and he kind of falls back down. Does he get Oh, he doesn't get back up at that time. Because he doesn't actually
No,
fall
he
down.
doesn't fall down, actually. He doesn't fall down. He's being impaled. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, we see, oh shit, what's his name?
Hanamaru.
Aki. Yeah, he arrives and he like kind of does this little mouthy motion over the top of the leech, and you're like, oh, what's he doing there? And it's like, oh, hey, Fox Beast, come and eat this shit.
Was it the whitest kids?
Just,
Was
what
it
was that?
the whitest kids
That
or
did
something? They did.
that
They
did.
did like this thing where they were just like it was just like basically a guy like looking really far away at people who are small, and it's like, "I'll crush you,
Squishing them.
squish
Oh,
you,
maybe.
squish." There's some random sitcom that did that. Or not really. That's
It
what it
did. It did look a bit like that. Like he was
Yeah.
going, and yeah, it's like, oh shit, and it just goes
Chomp.
and just wraps its giant fox jaws around it, and Denji falls to the earth, having just been saved by Aki and the crew that have come with him.
Yeah, and he's laying down next to Power,
Yeah,
unconscious. Well, not quite unconscious, but you saw everything.
I like that the fox devil asks for his permission. It's like, hey, this thing seems like bad news. Permission to swallow this? And he's like, oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, can hear it, and he does, and then that's it. And the crew comes in and kind of rounds up people, talks to
Yep.
the inhabitants, and do the cleanup.
Yep.
They take Denji and Power in for their briefing, And Power goes
Yep.
to him, "You get Meowie well," and he goes, "Oh, okay. Get a veterinary for the cat.
Yep.
We need to check
I
it out."
like that. It's like, yeah, get a veterinarian to make sure this cat's okay, and it's like, yeah, finally, Meowie getting some decent treatment that isn't just being devoured by a giant bat.
Yeah. No, I want to say, kind of want to say, you think the cat is plotting evilly? Because all its looks through kind of when during the battle is like, aha, 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 got you, get you going down type thing. This kind of looked like he was the
Are,
evil mastermind behind it all.
are we insinuating that this is a ghost stories scenario?
No, no. Well, maybe. I mean, the feeling the breast thing is something that they do.
The talking cat, though, man.
Oh no, no, don't need to talk be a talking cat.
But that's the thing is that cat was a demon, though, right? Or a devil.
It might be.
So potentially, what if this cat is also a devil in disguise?
Yeah,
That could
cat
be interesting.
could be something like that. Anyway, it's just the way it kind of portrayed in the cage. It's like, meh,
Yeah,
try
that's true.
trying to kill you guys, but you're not dying. Damn it!
No.
It's just
So yeah,
gonna it's gonna reveal later on where the cat goes. Damn it! I've been trying to kill you like sort of like last year,
it was me this whole time. Damn
Austin.
it.
It was me, Austin, all
It was
along.
me, Austin. Fucking WWE. Uh, but you get Power gets like transferred to be looked over. Miyawi gets transferred to be looked over, and so does Denji. He gets kind of put in a bed and wakes up and finds that his arm has been reattached miraculously. To which Aki sort of explains, it's like, oh yeah, you needed a blood transfusion, and we got your arm from the scene and just put it next to you, and it just kind of reattached. So
I mean, that makes sense because his arms kind of turn big chainsaws, like the split
well,
up
but
and chainsaws form from within his arm. I
that's
mean,
true. He was also cut to pieces before, though. Like he was like completely dismembered and thrown in a trash can
yeah, with
and
the zombies,
all
yeah,
reassembled. So yeah, so this all tracks.
yep,
Um, Denji, of course, is like, well, this is pretty good. And he's like, so what's the deal? What's the deal with the big fox thing then, huh?
yeah. I thought you didn't like devils.
Yeah. And he's like, well, the fox devil and I having a bit of an understanding. Uh, I give him something, and in return for his services. And this time, what is it he says? Like it was some of his skin.
Yeah,
Like shows a bandaged arm.
yeah,
So
that's quite
yeah, it
calm.
seems like he is. Because that is that. This has kind of been brought up before though. Because have they talked about him? I can't remember if this has been in the anime or if this is from the manga.
Mm.
He is on like shortened lifespan because he's been giving it away to the
No,
fox demon,
maybe.
fox devil.
I mean, this is only episode 4, so it might
Yeah,
be
I can't remember.
indicated that he has shorter lifespan because, but never really mentioned why.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's true.
he could do that. I imagine. Oh, actually, yeah, might have been because that's how he survived the demon thing.
Yeah, I can't remember if that's brought up when he's like having big arguments with Denji about his how hard his life was and things like that, and his reason to be and so on and so forth. But yeah,
Yeah,
like Aki basically sort of like lays down the law on him a little bit, and he's like, "So you caused a bit of a fucking mess, um, lots of damage, but you know there are two dead devils, pretty powerful ones, and it seems that no one was killed as a
mhm.
result of your crazy fight somehow. Even though you even though you threw a guy's car with him in it at the Bat Devil, he somehow miraculously survived to be angry about it. So maybe what we should do is when I go and talk to Makima, that I'm gonna suggest that we don't do anything about this, because if we do something about it, you and Power are both dead.
Yeah, he's actually helping them out.
Does seem a bit suspicious.
Yeah, well, he did say that under one stipulation that he does everything that he says.
Of course, yeah, he's getting a bit of putting a bit of a leash on him.
Yeah, and they went out of jurisdiction or where they might be.
That's right. Yeah, they patrolled off their area as well. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and they found blood and stuff. And
yeah,
they're basically, he's like, well, there's a lot of shit you done, but you did good, sort of.
Yeah, and he uses that same logic when he talks to Makima, who's like, well, this is a bit of a shit show. Lots of damage, very public. They were, not under any sort of control. They weren't where they were supposed to be. And he's like, well, don't be too hard on them, because despite that, this was pretty much a success. And, he would be in favor of not making this a problem in this instance. She's like, oh, how interesting.
Yeah, she's got weird motives.
She definitely does.
Because
what with the New World War?
Yeah, it's coming. So doing that, and then I think it cuts back to his flat, his apartment.
She basically, Makima is like, okay, fine, I agree. We won't punish them in this instance. And it then cuts back to Denji. Oh well, no, it's to Aki, sort of like getting up super early. He's being really neat. He's using his CV30. What is it? Is it CV30 V30 filter for his coffee? And he's using the fine pour and getting a nice coffee ready to go out onto his veranda and look out over the city while he has a cigarette and a coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't know anything about the coffee making.
Oh, I've always wanted one of those. The little the fine spout pourers are supposed to be really good for when you're making pour over coffee. So, but he's and then Denji wakes up and is like, "The fuck is he doing up so early?"
Yeah,
God damn it.
Pretty much. How can he get up so early all the time?
Yeah.
And then we're having breakfast. He has his toast, and there's a knocking at the door.
Not just a knocking, like a full on like. It's like a police battering ram of a knock.
Well, there's a knocking on the door, and they were like, "What's this? A demon?"
Yeah. So holy shit! What is this?
Yeah.
And then getting prepared to fight.
No. I mean, Denji was still on all fours, crawled around the car.
Oh, yeah. They're preparing for something. But I don't think anything could have prepared for what was at the door.
Yeah, and then Power just kicks it in.
It's like, hey, motherfuckers, I live here now.
Yeah, pretty much, and slags it off straight away.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, this whole sequence is a nightmare. Because it's like, what is it, Makima? Aki phones Makima. It's like, what the hell is she doing here? It's like, oh, I need you to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Because, things were bad before and they need to be better. So this is the only way I can think to do that. He's like, how many of these psychopaths are you going to send my way? Have lived with me. It's like, well, just these two for now.
You're good at keeping leashes on things.
Yeah.
What she said. And then he just kind of blushes at that because obviously totally fancies her too.
Oh yeah, he's got a thing for her. So he's like, yeah, fine, I guess. And then they're like, hey, she's like, oh, I only flush the toilet when I want to. And there's just like toilet roll barreling out the sides of it. It's like, no, flush the toilet, you fucking lunatic. This is horrible. And she's like, I also only shower when I feel like it. It's like, no, you're going to wash. You stink.
Yeah, very much. She also steals Denji's toast. His
He
ultimate
does
toast.
his. I was gonna say is it his ultimate toast. That's what it's, and that's the one that's like covered in marmalade, jam, peanut butter, just whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, just everything, man.
Yeah, the everything toast.
Everything toast. And then yeah, so he's doing that. Has toast. He's cleaning the toilet out, and then she appears at the door and then you like your fucking turd stuck in the toilet. The U-bend. It can't fucking work.
This is your fault.
Yeah, this
Fuck's
is
sake.
your fault. Then she's like, well, you want to squeeze them.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't actually going to let you, but since you rescued me and Meowie, and stayed to protect us as well, maybe I should allow this to happen.
You get 3 squeezes for each one of those tasks.
Yeah, that's right. And he's like, okay.
And they shut the door to the bathroom.
Yep.
And then that kind of ends that episode.
That's where the magic happens.
Yeah. Start of the next episode. It's just like Biohunter. Oh, I was out and about in Glasgow at the weekend pass, and I was in the CEX. I'm calling it CEX, not what they want you to call it because it's a fucking stupid name. But it's not eating that. How's it eat? It'd be checks. Check. Wouldn't be what they want you to call it. Fucking stupid.
Well, the Pacific Ocean has 3 seas in it, and none of them are pronounced the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so it was a copy of Biohunter there.
Oh man, did you buy it?
Oh, I was so tempted to buy it, man. But then it was
How much was it?
£8.
£8?
Yeah. Not worth £8.
Nah, I mean,
not a second-hand shop.
No, for an additional tenner, you could buy the Blu-ray of Ultimate Hellsing at the moment. So,
yeah. See, I was going to give you that for Christmas.
Oh, there we go.
I know you love to have a copy of Biohunter.
It's I do. I don't actually hate Biohunter. It's not the best thing I've ever watched.
No, it's not.
It's also not the worst thing I've ever watched.
Well, yeah.
And in the areas where it's very bad, it can be very funny.
If the dubbing's right, yeah.
Yeah. Like, just my favourite segments, as always. In fact, it's just the bit in the car just before they drive off the cliff is where she says, like, don't you think there are some things that science can't explain? And then the guy in the front seat just goes, maybe there are things that science just can't explain. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Is she just not allowed to talk or have a thought because she's a woman? Is that what's going on here? It's funny.
He's a bit condescending, that guy.
Yes, it's almost like she'd never it's like, oh, if I just repeat it, maybe the other guy who's driving didn't hear that. Oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's the good shit. So yeah, that is the end of that episode. I should have said the name of that episode is called Rescue as well.
It was called Rescue.
Yes.
But who was he rescuing?
And well, himself.
With his dream ultimate dream.
He rescued his dream. That's what it was. It was about rescuing his dream.
Had his ultimate dream battle.
That's right, yeah. It's like, we'll see whose dream is dumb. My dream versus your dream. And it's like, this is super stupid.
It was. And I know, it seemed to have some good fun. Yeah, he slits like the throat of the leech demon.
It does.
Yeah.
How do you rate this one then?
Rating it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It had some fun moments, like the dream battle.
Yep.
Weird wording of that, because it's
Yep.
not really a battle of dreams, or even a dream
It's
battle.
a battle for dreams.
Battle for dreams, to be able to dream for your dreams.
The right to dream.
The right to dream. Technically, he lost that.
He did, yeah.
Into this
Although
time,
the leech devil ain't dreaming no more, so
well, or is dreaming with the fishes in the
yeah.
fox demon.
In the fox's stomach.
Demon stuck. Anyway, how I rate it is, I don't know, yeah, 7. I think.
I think that's fair. I think like it was a relatively dull episode after the battle sequence.
I don't know.
Um,
I think maybe just because the battle sequence was there and it all happened, and then it kind of showed, like how Denji's actually seems to be like a role model for people, because they're like, oh look, this guy came and saved us. This guy came and saved us,
yeah,
and then had like the guy in the car who's like all bandaged up and saying, "This guy got my car destroyed, and he didn't care."
guy tried to kill me. He threw me at a bat.
Yeah.
God damn it. I might agree with the 7.
And
It's still a good episode, but
yeah, and then there's kind of started to chill out, and then ramped up again right then because Power came in and caused a ruckus.
yeah, that was a great bit. That was a great bit. So you said before this was the same studio that did Attack on Titan, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense when you look at the way that the fight scenes are drawn. So
Yeah.
it's they're fast and frenetic, and the over exaggerated movement. I wonder, like, because I know that even though in Attack on Titan they use 3D objects to do the Titans, particularly I think in seasons 3 and 4.
I think they did all the time.
No, I think the first couple of seasons they were hand drawn. But the buildings and the terrain and everything were always generated in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
But the characters are hand drawn still, I think.
All right, I'm not sure on this one. I think it's kind of 3D. I know.
It just
this...
seem. Yeah, I guess actually now that I think about it, it's not as exaggerated. If you look at the way like the motion is in Attack on Titan, like the sense of scale is like obviously with 3D objects you have an object that is of a scale and backgrounds that are of a scale, so it always scales correctly. But when you're drawing in 2D, you are having to guess about scale based on camera position and movement and things like that. So it can be a little more exaggerated.
Yeah. I mean, but I know it's kind of 3D as well, because like the start of the episode 1 where he's walking down that corridor to the door,
and
that was like proper textured, kind of like 3D wall there, rather than like an army wall. It looked more like an old school game where you had these objects on the wall. They kind of looked like that.
Yeah. There's a really good episode of, I can't find it at the moment, but there's a really good episode of Corridor Crew. They're like a visual effects team on YouTube, and they did an episode where they sat with an animator and they dissected like how they did the first couple of seasons of Attack on Titan, and like why that why that was difficult for animators and artists to do versus having just one or the other.
Yeah, was I don't know. It's been using 3D CGI and animated movies for ages now. Ghost in the
Oh,
Shell,
for sure.
kind of like
It was the first, right?
it was the certainly be like most famous one, I think.
Did you know that the light trails in on the bikes in Akira
Uh huh.
were made by removing that section on the drawing plate so that the underneath light would shine right through?
All right. I did not know that, or maybe I did know
Yeah,
that.
that's how they got the lights to look so cool.
Yeah, was oh, I was trying to think. Guilty Gear. Talk about Guilty Gear and animated
Yeah,
3D because they do it really well.
Strive.
Yeah, or Xrd.
Yeah, Zerd was the first one I remember because it was dust mode
Yeah,
was the big thing.
yeah.
Um,
There's like this weird rotating thing, and you're like, wait, it's a 3D game?
yeah, and that's accomplished through using 2D shaders
Mm-hmm.
and fixed camera perspective.
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, I think it's also 3D models.
Oh no, they are,
Uh,
but I'm saying like why it looks like 2D from side on
mhm.
is because they use specialist shaders to make it look like it's hand drawn stuff,
Also, I
and
believe,
then they're able to maneuver in and out because it's actually a 3D scene and not just a flat
yeah,
plane.
I also believe that they're actually drawing the animation frames in rather than let the models do the stuff.
Yes, I listened to a thing about how they made that game not that long ago, and there's like lots of interesting stuff that would have been incredibly time consuming and requires expert detail and skills to pull off. So like, because that seems it's what is it, Arc Systems?
Yeah, Arc Systems. Yeah,
They did Fighters as well, didn't they? Dragon Ball.
yeah. Dragon Ball Fighters,
Yeah, because that's
Fighters.
it's the same deal where it looks like an animated scene, and then it can move in and out
Yeah,
of the scene.
they used
But yeah, it looks cool as shit.
the same engine, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
But
That
yeah,
makes sense.
and Corridor Crew. I saw something about Corridor Crew. They were doing something.
They do a lot of things.
Yeah, but they were going to do something this time. It was about making. It's doing like a movie or something. Not movie, but like they're going to do some weird kind of thing. Not weird, but like interesting thought of them.
Yeah,
But I can't remember what it was. It was just a wee advert on YouTube for me.
they do they do some really cool stuff.
They're the ones that do the challenges. The make this picture challenge in a 3D modeling program. Or is that a
Uh,
different?
that may be different. These guys are more like we took Home Alone and made it R rated, or we we took Saw and made it rated for everyone.
All right. I thought that.
Or hey, like this was the Scorpion King in The Mummy Returns looks like shit. We made it look better.
Yeah, they do the stuff. I think that's maybe something what they were going to do.
Yeah,
Can't
makes
remember.
sense.
Oof.
Well, we've done it again, Colin.
We have.
We've managed to make it to the end of another episode, which means it is time to say that Who's That Anime is an anime podcast and can be found at our home, anchor.fm/ Who's That Anime. There you can find the RSS feed or links to download the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Audible, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Overcast, Pocket Cast, all those different things. We don't make any money on these. There'll never be any adverts. So if you'd like to support us and leave a review, 5 stars would always be incredibly welcome. Anything less with some constructive feedback would also be super cool. Again, if you like what it is that we do, and you have friends who are into anime, then maybe telling a friend about the show would also be super, super cool. We have a Facebook page, that's facebook.com/Who's That Anime, where we post about the latest episodes and the occasional anime meme or cool things. We have a Discord. You can find the link for that in the show notes. We also have a YouTube channel where we post the video versions of this podcast. Colin, what video are we up to now? I think I'd seen Perfect Blue go up. Is that right?
Yes, it'll be the first episode, Chainsaw Man, because we're 3 episodes behind, and well,
that's right.
This is the 4th episode of Chainsaw Man.
The perpetual 3 episodes behind.
Yep, we'll be 3 episodes behind until we're not, which might happen if I don't go and sort it out now.
It's the most accurate statement that anyone has ever said. It's like, we will be 3 episodes behind until we aren't. So,
you know, it's
like,
not like time where, you know, I'm always so many years ahead of you. Well,
true.
5?
True.
3?
Yeah. Wait. What age are you? Wait. What year are you born?
81.
81. 4.
4 years. I'll always
4
be
years.
4 years older than you.
Yep.
But,
until I die or you die, and then at that point, one of us will overtake the other, right?
I mean, depends how you look at death. Yeah. Technically, I just remember it's like Steve died in 76, and I'm still alive in 86.
And now I'm 10 years older. Fuck that guy.
I'm still 4 years older than him.
Yeah, well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, also, on the YouTube channel, Colin and I occasionally like to play some video games. Colin can be found at twitch.tv/couchfuel. I can be found at twitch.tv/hailpayman. There are also YouTube archives of any of the games that have been played on those channels. You can find those at youtube.com by searching for the channels Couchfuel or Hail Payman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that. Oh, I should say we're still on the charts, Colin.
Oh, the charts of Canada.
We're in the charts. We're in Canada. That is not our highest chart position.
It's not.
We're in the Apple Podcast chart at number 43 in Canada for animation and manga.
Oh, what? 43?
Yep, number 43. We are in the United States, number 176 in animation and manga.
Oh, you said, it's better to be like lower number, right?
Wait for it.
Uh-huh.
And coming in at number 17 in animation and manga in Russia, weirdly.
Oh, hail Putin.
Apparently.
Oh.
And we're also in the
cancelled.
charts just generally for leisure. At number 249 in the Russian charts as well.
We are very leisurable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a couple more reviews as well now.
Good or bad?
Maybe. Well, not reviews. We've had a couple of ratings.
All 5, I hope.
I'm just gonna try and sign into this to make sure. I have a thing that lets me see these, and I just want to be true to my word here. That seems to be all right. There we go. So we have, yeah, we got another rating on Apple Podcast.
All right, okay.
So
Was it good rated?
yeah, no review, but we got rated. So we got a 5 star.
5 stars.
Yep.
Give them the money.
Apparently, there are 3 places that you can rate and review our podcast, and that's Podcast Addict, Apple Podcasts, and Podchaser.
All right. Podchaser.
We don't have any ratings or reviews from Podchaser.
Oh, are you non Podchaser?
I presume we must be.
Huh.
I think. Uh, yeah, we are. We are there.
Oh, nice.
This podcast hasn't been reviewed yet. If anyone listens to this podcast through Podchaser, it'd be lovely if you would give us a review, good, bad, or indifferent, so we could see that it works.
Yeah, 5 stars only.
See, we've had people downloading the Haruhi Suzumiya episodes as well recently.
All right. Okay. For that Christmas
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Huh?
And looking at the last week, you can see that actually over 50% of our listeners are on Apple Podcast, Colin.
Well, that's good. I am not going to say anything bad because you guys are all right.
And yeah, and coincidentally, they're all on iPhone, according to the device breakdown as well. So only 22% of our listeners are on Android.
Yeah. So what about the rest of the percentage? Unknown?
Uh, there's a thing that says other, which is not so useful. Some people listen directly on the site. Some people listen from a web browser. Sorry, some people must listen from the app. Some people listen from the web browser. And there's Podcast Addict. If you go further back, Spotify.
Spotify. Wow.
Oh yeah.
That seems like a weird thing to find on Spotify.
Well, like, we have a few people like, we've even had people. In fact, we've had people in every age bracket that Spotify takes, that gives data on, have listened to our show.
Nice. Wait,
So
up
that's
to
0
90.
to 17, 18 to 22, 23 to 27, 28 to 34, 35 to 44, 45 to 59, and 60 plus.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
you know. Anime's for the olds too, you know.
Man,
And the young.
we are the olds listening,
We're not
watching anime these days.
we're not old. Though this when I was going around Glasgow in the shops, it's like Jesus. I get strange looks and I feel like yeah, like yeah, it's just all those weird the anime dolls and stuff like that. It's like yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I don't want those.
I mean, yeah, I, yeah.
Did you did you go in with Super Eye Patch Wolf's wee model thing that he was doing?
I didn't. No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
I did.
Did
So
you?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, nice.
he'll be here at some point in the future.
Sweet. No, I went in for one of those. The is it Strange Planets comic?
Strange.
Nathan Pyle. Strange Planet.
Uh-huh.
Nathan Pyle. You know the little blue guys who talk very obviously about things, the aliens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he released a Sesame Street style puppet of one, and it has like the mouth move, and it has like a metal stick attached to one of the hands, so you can move the hand.
All right, yeah.
So I was like, I kind of have to have that.
Jeez. That's the one where it's basically I I am shoving orifices down my throats type descriptions. The,
Shoving orifices down your throat.
yeah, well, I don't know. I can't
Good
remember what.
lord.
I'm sure they said something. It's, it wasn't like I'm just eating food.
You can for the video version. Hang on, I'll just share this with you as soon as I figure out how to actually send you a message. There we go.
Send me a
You
message.
can bring that up and put it in my face box.
Oh, hang on. Now you're confusing things. Facebox. Ooh, that worked. Wow. Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's massive. It's massive.
It's
Back to
so
normal.
silly. Yeah, I could not resist. Honestly, it was so ridiculous. So
That's fair enough.
yeah, I thought it was real dumb.
Should probably actually check my order. Yeah.
But also super cool. Also, Culture Fly, although their shipping is not super cheap, they have a lot of really nice stuff.
Oh.
Particularly for like Animal Crossing.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty weird.
Nice T-shirts and shit.
Wow. Oh, it's not captured on the recording, but like your face is everywhere. It's like proper stuttery on my feed on the big screen, but like in the video it doesn't show up. So you're not going to get to see that, guys.
Oh well. Well,
Oh.
that's it. We've reached the end of another episode. We'll be back next week to talk about episode 5, which I think is called Gun Devil.
Gun Devil, the devil of the guns.
Gun Devil? Yep, it's called Gun Devil.
Is it anything like Gungrave? Have you ever watched Gungrave?
I think I watched the first episode and then stopped.
Alright. I bought the game before.
Is there not? There's an Xbox game that just came out today. That Gungrave Gore.
Oh yeah, that was like the latest one that has some weird thing. I thought it was like a VR thing. Or PSVR. But I like it.
Yeah, it's come out on Game Pass, I think, today or yesterday.
Oh, maybe I'll go and have a look at that. I got Gungrave on the PS2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's the good shit.
that's the stuff, and it took me a while to go through and complete it all, but that's that done. Been playing Marvel Snap.
Oh yeah.
Curse you.
Yeah, it's pretty good though, right?
It was alright. I get bored of it. I played it too much.
I've only managed to. I made it as far as I think level 44 rather.
That's good.
But now I'm deliberately not caring about about winning because I'm trying to complete missions and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I kind of got that too. That's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Just so I can get up. What's your collector's like rank?
413.
413. Well,
Yeah,
I suppose you've been playing it longer than me. I'm only at 200 and something.
I'm at. What's your season pass level?
Oh, I think I just got to 31 today.
I just got to 40 this morning, so
How do you get up there so quick? Is it just so many games or what?
just paying attention to the chapters of the season pass. Like they get you 1,000 season pass points at a time.
Yeah, but I've been doing that.
Are you? What chapter are you on? How many chapters have you, or how many things have you completed as part of chapter 3?
Oh, maybe 1 or 2.
Did you complete chapters 1 and 2?
Yeah, complete chapters 1 and 2?
Yeah, I've completed 4 of that, and also, it must be something to do with the number of games played as well. Then
Yeah, you get wee bonus for games, because I'm 31 on that. 230 on the collector's thing, but I got like 1,400 credits to spend on the cars to level them up. So I should be flying up that pretty quick.
I've only, yeah, you will do. I've only got 25 credits left. That's the zone I'm in right now. Is struggling to have the credits to level up my cards. So,
Yeah.
have you maxed out any of the levels on your cards?
No. You can do that?
So
What's the maximum level?
there's it's just called max quality.
That's quality.
And then once you get max quality, you get one with a different background, and then you can start. So I now have 2 Odins.
Alright. And you get to play with both Odins.
Technically, I think I could. I just haven't, because you would very rarely get the opportunity to use both.
Being at the highest power, yeah. I got 2 Hawkeyes. I got like Baby Hawkeye and Hawkeye.
Yeah,
And
I've got Hawkeye and Cartoon Hawkeye, I think.
is that the one where he's falling down and he kind of looks like Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah, a wee bit.
Yeah, that's the one. That's baby variant.
I've got. I ended up going for the season pass,
Oh, did you?
and I ended up with a bunch of boosters and a bunch of gold. The credits you typically get for free anyway, so I didn't like get any credits to progress.
Yeah.
But I did get like a bunch of different variants and things like that.
Alright.
And I got the Black Panther card, so.
Yeah, well, being at level 40, you get that.
Oh no, you get it level 1.
Unlocked at 50, it says for me.
That's the variant.
Ancestors variant. Alright.
Yep. So like, and after I imagine with like a week or so left, I'll probably be able to hit 50. And then then it's the cash, the season caches. So
Yeah.
who knows what's in those?
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, if you got to level 50 before the end, then the season pass might not be the worst thing, because there's a bunch of stuff you get there.
yeah.
Like there's a ton of boosters and a ton of gold that you get.
Yeah.
Because I've spent over 400 gold just refreshing my dailies or weeklies, and I've still got like 1,100 gold left.
That's fair enough.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't the initial boost that I thought it was going to be. After having got it, I was like, oh sweet, and then I realized no, it's like, no, you've already got all these credits. It's like, shit, I needed those credits. So I instead ended up using the gold to refresh the dailies to get those missions completed to get the credits. So
Yeah.
more circuitous, but I'm at the stage now where people are playing the card Killmonger, and it's a pain in the ass to deal with.
Killmonger, which one's that?
So when you play it destroys all 1 power cards.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're building your deck or your lanes off of the power of those cards, like it being a bonus card in a group of 4, or like you're using, is it Sunspot?
Yeah.
To collect the additional energy, and all of a sudden you had like maybe, I don't know, 6 extra power, and it just disappears. It can be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, I came across a couple now. Yeah, no, my build's Devil Dinosaur at the moment. That's the successful one.
I'm gonna build a Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur build at some point.
Stick it in with Onslaught, so if you don't get Moon Girl, he then onslaught reactivates all. Does the ongoing trait twice
So it
in that
doubles.
yes in that one location.
It's pretty good. No,
But hardly ever use them.
I've been I've been going for the luring people into a false sense of security and then murdering them with the infinite.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah.
Just like nothing's been. You didn't play it in the last turn. Oh, I'll play him now.
Well, it's the combination of Sunspot and him is quite good, particularly if you have is it Angela and the one that gives you +2 power for every card that's in the.
Oh, Spectrum.
No, it's the Wolf Girl or
Oh, Wolfbane.
yes,
Wolfbane?
yes. Why can't I find her?
I don't know.
Yeah, Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like using Angela to like using Sunspot to start, using Angela, using Wolfsbane later on in that, and another like any other card, maybe a Captain America in there. If you can get those as your first 4 cards, then that does a really great job of controlling the one lane. And then usually what happens is the other person will then see that you're heavily balanced in that lane and then go for the other 2.
Yeah.
So all you just choose is the weaker of the 2 lanes out of that to play the infinite on.
Alright.
It's not like a definite strategy or anything like that, but it definitely works.
Yeah. I generally just try to keep my cards high. Sunspot would be good.
I was
though.
winning by accident. I wasn't even trying to win. I was just trying to play cards.
Yeah.
And like I ended up beating people.
Yeah.
So.
I got a couple. Win location with 4 cards. Win a location with 20 or more power. Hard. Play 1 cost cards, apparently. Win a location with only 1 card.
Yeah, I've done that.
Oh yeah,
that's what the infinite came in.
Yeah, the infinite is really easy to do. I don't have that card yet.
I repurposed my deck, and had him in it.
Yeah.
So
I use
anyway.
Numar. Not fuck. What's his name?
Which one?
From DC. The fucking
DC.
The fucking Atlantis King.
Aquaman.
I use the Marvel Aquaman.
The one that gets +5 for being in a lane on his own.
Yeah.
Namor.
That was his name. Fucking, I forgot both the guys' names. Anyway, yes. So that's been Who's Your Anime. We've talked about Chainsaw Man for half an hour, and then spent another half an hour waffling. So.
Oh, no change there.
Waffling. That's not even a word. Waffling. Yeah.
Right. Take us out, Colin.
All right. Well, this has been Who's Your Anime with your host Stephen Collin. And see you next time on same anime place, same anime time, same anime destination.
Yep.
That's right.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Peace out.